Welcome to Earth Science. So it's time for the Sedimentary Rock Lab. And I'll start by saying that this is kind of silly just from the get-go because trying to do rock labs off of a computer screen, there's just a lot missing. There's a lot that you're not going to be able to do. So I really try to make it as easy as possible. Don't panic. Some of them you're going to see I gave you very, very strong clues in the Google Doc about what they are. So I'll highlight here quick the things that you'll want to look for, and I'll give you the lab. And if you did the igneous one, it should look pretty much the same. I can pull it up on my computer here quick. Like it'll be a number with a picture of the rock, and then you just go to the quiz and you match them up and you do the best you can. And if you need any resets, you want to try it again, it didn't go well, just let me know and I'll do that. I did fix, this is going to be bad news for some of you, I fixed the glitch where you got emailed the correct answers as soon as you did it. So, sorry, that's fixed. Now you're not going to know. So here are the things you're going to want to look for. We'll start up here. These guys up here that are conglomerate and breccia. That's where all of your grain sizes are all mixed. If you have a printed reference table and you want to write mixed sizes in here, or if you want to think about like glacial deposits being unsorted, that's the idea. These are unsorted. So look for different particle sizes glued together into a rock. Cemented together into a rock is a better word. One with rounded fragments, one with angular fragments. Those shouldn't be too bad to spot. Next, here's an example of where you really got to like feel these with your thumb to be able to get these. Now I put them in order in the lab, which I normally do with the rock lab too, so that you can like, if you were to be able to feel this, you'd feel that it's made out of sand. It's kind of gritty. Think of the beach, think of sandpaper. Silt, it gets finer, making siltstone. It's going to feel a little bit smoother. And then the one that's made out of clay, shale, actually, and if you read this, may split easily, breaks into these little layers. But that's not something, you can't do that. You can't have that in your hand. So again, in the lab, in the doc, I gave you some very strong hints on those ones, so they shouldn't be too bad. Same thing with the evaporites. These are really hard to spot. And there's things we would do. Like if we were in class, I could show you that calcite and dolomite have a reaction with acid and a slightly different reaction, and that would help us parse that out. But we don't have the rocks or the acid in your houses, so I'll just have to give you hints. The rock salt, the halites, you might just see the same exact picture from yesterday's stuff where we took salt water, we in class, and now the water's evaporated, making the evaporite rock salts. These two, just check the lab. You're going to be fine. Coal is always a really tough one to teach, honestly. I've never had a really good technique for this other than, hey, check this out. This is a lump of coal. It's dark. If you could feel it, it's not very dense. It's pretty light. And you'll see compacted plant remains. You can't actually visually make out any plant remains, but you can see like these layers from alternating bits of maybe wood or maybe like leafy plant material, or maybe the kind of chemical sludgy mix that gets formed in swamps, as you learned in biology, maybe. So that really should get you through most of it. And again, if you get stuck, if it doesn't go well, just shoot me an email. I'll reset your quiz. You can go again. There you go. Does that picture look familiar? Oh yeah, we didn't talk about limestone. Glad I went to that. Limestone on this reference table. For those of you that become real geologists, you're going to see that limestone's pretty complicated. There's a lot of different forms of it. You can have limestone. The one that's listed here is made up of cemented shell fragments. So that's really all you're going to have to do for this one is look up shell fragments. That doesn't mean that that's the only form of limestone. There's a lot of different forms of limestone. There's chemical limestone that forms basically as an evaporite as well. There's like an accumulation of kind of calcium sludge kind of limestone that can happen. There's a lot of different forms of limestone. So this New York State Earth Science reference table oversimplifies it. We're going to say, great, thank you for simplifying it. We're going to keep it simple, and all you got to do is look for the one that's made out of shells. It kind of looks like oatmeal. If you see oatmeal, that's it. It's really called coquina, but we're going to call it limestone. Yeah, so pop through the quiz. There'll be... Look how easy I made that one. Think you can figure out which one that is? Oh, you got it. All right. I think I'll have it due on Thursday. Good luck.